That's good D. Shot no good.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Zach LaVine. He's
Oh
not
my
shy
God.
about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Time to reset the matchups as Fred Hoiberg makes some substitutions. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck.
I don't know what I'm
Vince Carter. Off the assist.
He go the other way when he plays
The assist from number 15, Vince Carter.
Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the three-pointer.
Hey.
And in today's
Hey.
game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
4-3. That's rebounded by Chicago. To Porter.
They gonna, can I hit the fade? All the haters.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I
Left
see
it for
offenses
Sid.
come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Beyond the arc for three. Not that time.
Oh,
He missed
what?
it.
Oh, that by shot.
Here we go. I got him.
What? Hold on, I'm
Going
lying.
to launch beyond the arc. Well, he missed
That's
his
a
first
shot.
3 shots, but he gets that one to go down, and it's a 3.
Well, when you fall down, you always get back up. That's the mindset of good shooters.
Count it.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
I got ball.
Fires the 3. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that
Not
time.
lucky
He
with
misses.
the first one.
To Trae Young. It's rebounded by the Bulls. Fires the 3. Can't get the bounce. Lopez to Porter. For 3. And out of Porter. So smooth. Catch and shoot.
Smooth.
Buries the 3.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Kent Bazemore. And the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Porter. How's that for a start? 14 points in this
Oh, they
first
holding on
quarter
to
as
me.
he
They
knocks
holding
down
on.
the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Tough make through traffic.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
To Porter. From long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off a ball. So this remains Hawks basketball. Bulls have it. Looking for his man.
Oh
That's out
my
of bounds off
God!
the ball.
He was about to dunk that.
Substitution being made in this one.
Dunk that. He's so lucky. He about to be on a dunk right there. Oh, he was about to
Trae
get a
Young.
big hard.
A lot of
lucky.
contact on that
He was
play.
about to
He
dunk
plays
and
through it
slide.
and scores.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old, simple, early basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Tosses.
I'm
That's going
telling
to be
you, you
out of
can't.
bounds.
You gotta get that ball up in the air.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
You gotta get that ball up in the air.
Number 14.
Trae Young, terrific vision. The monster stuff. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Porter throws it up. It was right there. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Porter. No good. That's great defense. And the finish. Slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Nasty dunk.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
Get back. Get the shooters. Watch the shooters. Watch the shooters. Get back. Get back.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Easy path to the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Hey, switch. I got him.
To Levine. Lets it fly from long range. Well
That wasn't
defended.
wrong. That wasn't even look like anything in the basket.
Here's Atlanta to Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. It's a big finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. 4-3. No good. Porter grabs the board. To Chris Dunn. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Knocked loose. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. That's out of bounds off a Bull.
Oh, so he hit his head, so that means out, bro.
Trae Young
get it.
to Kevin Huerter. Down low Collins. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Stuffs it down
But
with
if I
authority.
can get him alone,
Well, they have such great
Okay,
flow
if I
to their
can steal
offense
the
this
ball.
evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Carter. Ferocious slam
Clark
inside.
can dunk.
You
too,
never want to
trust
leave
me.
anything to chance
Yeah,
when
you
you
know
attack
what?
the rim. You finish
Ooh,
strong
no,
every
no,
time
no,
you head
no.
home.
Great pass to set it up. Levine to Chris Dunn. on. Collins
Oh, he
with the
blocked
block.
me.
And
Okay,
that's
come
light
on,
work
Kyle.
for a guy with his ability.
To Zach Levine. Beyond the arc for three. And Zach Levine, tough make that time, but you can't fault the defender as he hits the
Ooh,
three.
he was
And
on
here's the
a
setup Ed,
one-handed
down the
dunk.
stretch. From a player
Oh
who's
my
been in these
God,
type
he
of
was on a
positions,
one-handed dunk.
eventually I'm going to
Yeah,
hit you
I
with a
got
head fake,
blocked.
and you're going to have to jump
He was
considering
about
I
to-
just made the last couple of threes.
Ooh.
And that's when I find
God.
an easy way to get to the rim
He-
or
that's
force a
hit.
defensive collapse to kick out for,
Ooh,
guess
they
what,
lucky.
another one.
You lucky.
The crossover gets inside and the slam
Good
dunk.
to that.
He was ready
That's
right
how
at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Whistle
Yeah,
blows.
so
It's
Trey
an
Young,
8-second
you should have
violation.
passed it earlier. Go
They're
after
going to
the
make some
stick.
changes with some new personnel on the floor. Pulled in by Porter.
Come on. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
To Levine.
Holy me. Boy, I could be waiting for this.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It was
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Trey Young. Nice pass to set things up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Hawks with the basketball. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To Chris Dunn. Levine. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And counted at the rim.
You see, Ed, the defender was just slightly outside his comfort zone. You don't stop a move like that. Nobody does.
Buries the three.
Oh, okay.
He's too good to leave that open.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs
he
were
don't
running
want
to
a
the rim.
one-handed
The
dunk.
harder the three-point shooters were running to the
know
three-point
how to-
line
how to
because
do
they knew they could be active recipients.
If I
And when they
can
caught
just
the ball,
do-
they knew exactly what
I
to
don't
do
know how
with
to
it.
do it to myself.
To Carter.
I can put
Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk.
Trey Young, Hawk.
The opposing
I never
coach is going
touched
to
it.
counter. Make some
I
changes
stole
of
it,
his
but I
own.
never hold it.
Done.
Oh, nice, 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 nice.
To the rim. Throws it down.
Oh,
off the
it was.
alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Boy, he blocked the how do you pass.
Let's go. Pick him up, pick him up.
Otto Porter snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Stuffs it down with
Oh, God.
authority.
He can